Welcome to arttutorsonline.com. My name is Paul Priestley and today we're going to be looking at creative drawing. We're going to start by using one of these, a stick with a piece of graphite on the end, very much like Matisse used in his drawings. We're also going to be using pencil. We're going to be exploring line and pattern. So let's make a start. For this drawing, what I'm going to do is to use this very long stick, as you can see. I'm going to be standing up and I'm going to draw my feet, both of them. The idea is to try to draw as accurate as you can, but you will not have much control over the stick, so just go for it. Okay, so I'm going to put one foot here. See, it's got a nice curve at the top here, top part of my foot. It begins to bend in, and then got my trousers across here, pulling across there. I got a line that comes right round here, but I'm not going to do the whole thing because we're going to put some more lines in later. See, so I've got a curve there, and a curve coming down here as well. I've got the other foot slightly more at an angle, so the curve comes around here. See? Anyway, I don't worry if you get the lines don't seem to match up or anything like that, because as I say, the idea is to try to create interesting lines with the shapes that you are producing here. So go around the edge again here, and at the top of the line over here, got my two lines hidden here. Okay, we're going to leave the line there. We'll maybe put a couple of other lines just along the bottom here, just to add a bit of background. I'm twisting this as I come down, you see, just so I can get a different type of line. May get another one maybe just over here. And I'm just bringing the line down like that. What I'm going to do now is to investigate the line and the pattern. So I'm going to start by using a 6B pencil on here. I'm doing something like this. You see, I might do the curves here. Look, ooh. See if the lace is. And because this gives me a different quality of line, you can see works quite nicely. Might even do something, and at each stage we're trying to look at the different quality of line that we get. This is the interesting part of this drawing. We do a similar thing over here. Now don't be too careful with the line. Try to make the line look as interesting as possible. And see, don't be too neat about it, because neatness is not what we want. Just let your hand move. You see, I'm doing the knot here, but oh look, you see I can come right out here. I'm just going over there. Right out here, look. Okay, come back again. I might have, for example, a line which comes down here. Now, if you notice this very sharp line against the very rough line that we've had before, can create quite an interesting effect. I might have maybe one that comes down here, and because it's very sharp in comparison, you see we stop down like that. I might take a piece of graphite now and do a similar sort of thing. You see, I might have my line coming down here, but as I bring the graphite down, I'm going to twist it and look at the different quality of line that I get there. I might take another one down here. I'm twisting the graphite as I come round, and then as I come round here, twisting the graphite again. And it gives me this wonderful effect here. I might then decide to put a little bit of shading in my graphite here. So I'm beginning to get interesting effects. You see how I'm beginning to suggest things in my drawing. Maybe come down this time, I twist the look, you see the lovely line, look at that, yes, wow. And you see how it's beginning to create some really wonderful effects. I can do a similar sort of thing down here. I can create folds. Now what I'm going to do is to twist. Now once I've done that, I'll do the same here. You see I'm going to twist, drag it out. I can do a similar thing over here. You see I can twist and drag it out. And it makes it look like I might have some folds in the material here. I'll do a similar sort of thing over here. See? So, I might decide that I'm going to really go in now for some pattern and shape to my drawing. So I'm going to use the edge of the graphite here, and I'm going to run the line across like this, you see. As I do so, I'm twisting the graphite, you see. It gives this really interesting effect and pattern. I might decide I'm going to come down here, so I get a nice sharp edge there, but then as I come round here,
I'm really going to press on very hard. So I'm creating an edge this time rather than an outline. So I'm getting this very, very dark in here, really rubbing hard. Now it gives me a focus for my drawing, you see? I've got some nice contrast now between the light and the dark. You see, as soon as I put the dark on, you see it makes the light stand out. I might do something over here, just along that edge there, or I might do a similar thing just along this edge. But this time not go quite to the edge. See? I'm going to go back to my pencil now, and I'm going to introduce some shading aligned with pattern. I can have pattern which is just using very, very fine lines. So I'm trying to look at the different sort of effects I can create with my drawing. I can just select these because I'm now looking at these as shapes, not as laces, but as shapes, you see, over here. Might put a little bit more detail on some of these. You see, create some really interesting patterns and shapes around these elements here. Might put maybe just a little touch of line along here. Just all these little things, they all add up. I might use the side of my pencil, look, you see, and I might do some line shading here. I might take a line around some of these as well, perhaps a little dotted line to create the pattern of the shoe. But you see the mark I'm making now creates a different sort of image. We can do a similar sort of thing over here. So really the idea is to try to experiment, to try to get as many different types of line as possible, to try to get different shapes as possible, not to be too neat about what you do. Try to be as interesting and creative with your drawing as you possibly can. So the drawing looks fascinating, it looks interesting. You might decide I might just do a little bit of shading just there with my pencil. Well, as you can see, you can develop this in all sorts of different ways. I might try a couple of little lines along here, and even take some of the lines up here, look, and off the paper. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave this one here because you can more or less see that you can develop this as far as you like, and you can end up with a really interesting looking drawing.
My name is Paul Priestley. You've been watching ArtTutorsOnline.com. If you've enjoyed the video, then please subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoyed the video, then perhaps you could share it with your friends. Thank you.